Carole and Tuesday, episode 8 review. Penultimate episode, the rivalry finally begins. She hates them, I love it. So, welcome everyone here, episode 8 review. Man, that was good. I love the whole episode, an actual tournament arc. Like I joked about it last year, I was like, oh, a tournament arc? We're gonna have a tournament arc? Yeah, and people are like, whatever, yeah. And then we actually get into the episode, right? They have like a scoreboard, and it's versus mode, and it's like, it's like, they just don't lose the bracket, it's only a winning bracket, and it's like, tournament arc, it's an actual tournament arc. That was great, that was really, really funny, but also, they finally meet Angela, right? And they finally have that rivalry, yeah, because we're waiting for so long, really, to the stories to entwine, right? It's been going now 7 episodes, seeing her on her side doing stuff, right, doing her data stuff, seeing them doing this stuff over here, right, which is more like, focused on being performers, so just like doing what they want. And they finally meet now to fight, right? And of course she starts like, I can't hear, I hate you guys. And of course she hates them when they're like, hey Angela, like, you get away from me, yeah. So that is great. I think it's really, really great. You finally need them to fight, right? And of course, meet each other and so on. And overall, though, it was a really good episode. I think probably it's maybe my favorite episode. It's 10 episode, probably my favorite episode because it's so much like anime of it. Even if it's a talent show, even if it's like a typical, American Got Idol, You Got Talent, British Got Talent, right? Whatever, The Voice, so on and so forth. We all know what it's supposed to parody, and still it feels so anime. And I think it feels so anime because of all the scenes that are so, they're so antagonistic. They're so like, she's like, oh, you're right, I'll kill you guys, yeah. And it's him like, yeah, all of that. The characters are so, it's like, there is a tournament, there is an idol show, but there is really has that, whatever, like My Hero Academia or One Piece and so on, or Bleed. They have that shonen anime take on them. Everyone is like cutthroat. It's like, oh, I will stab you when you don't. Yeah, everyone has that kind of that anime overkill of personality, right? And on the same time, though, which is, I say, more important or also important. Not only do we have that, not only is everyone, oh yeah, I hate you guys, and I will get you down, and the threats and so on. Not only do we have that, right? Not only do we have that, but we also have, of course, the stalker, yeah. We also have that. We also have the person that's like, I love you guys, I'm your biggest fan, I'm your first fan, I'm your only fan. Can't you stick and hug you? Oh, there you go, yeah, like, we also have that character, right? And that's so important because if you watched any, I was obviously compared to shonen anime, but compared to My Academia, very mild spoiler then, okay? My Academia, my spoiler, when you get into the tournament there, Deku is gonna meet, I don't spoil too much, but like, we meet the tech girl. She's gonna be like, oh, Deku, oh, you're so strong, yeah. You're gonna have, it's almost like that 1 or 2 characters, right? That's gonna be like, oh, you have that body, yeah. Like, that kind of like super stalkish, like, character that is clearly not gonna be the main girl, usually not. And for example, in My Academia, then Deku had his, he has his main girl, Uraka, right? But then the other girls can enter and be like, oh, I love you, so muscular, and flirt with him and so on, and be like his fan, even if they never met. She's gonna be like, I heard about your fight over here last episode, that's awesome, yeah. You're gonna have that, right? So of course, Tuesday gets her stalker. Like, you're so awesome. I've been loving you for 3 months now. Yeah, I never met you, but I love you. Yeah, of course she has that character, approaching her and hugging and touching her, and like, and allowed Karen's like, get off, yeah. And Karen's like, get off my girl, yeah. And he comes in there and saves her, like, yeah, don't touch the creep, yeah. I like that, but I mean, that's very, very anime, right? That's very, very anime tournament where a lot of people meet each other. And it's like, some of them are gonna hate them, right? Yeah, like Angela, it's like, I will be your rival to the death. And the other characters like, I will kill you, and so on. And on the same time, you have the other characters like, oh, I love you, oh, because reasons, yes. So you really have that, the mix of the hater and the lovers, right? And also Petro. And Petro really is really, I love it. It's really tournament anime because Petro, he really feels that classic, I guess it's naval lazy with Macadamia. He really fits that, like the kind of the general, casual, just, I'm just here to fight and it's fun. He really fits that character that is in so many animes, so many tournament animes. That guy that just kind of like there, oh, I don't think I'm gonna win, but it's kind of fun you're entertaining, and it's like he's not really he has no enemies, he's kind of like a friendly guy everyone kind of likes, right? He's like, yeah, you meet girls, yeah, he's that kind of guy. He goes around being kind of like, yeah, it's so fun, but at the same time, no one really hates him because he's not trying to win. Like, he's obviously wants to win, but he doesn't have that dedication, not that, I will win, because he's more like, it's fun to compete, yeah. He's more like that guy. He's kind of the hero. Also very important for the typical tournament, so they all fill out the role, and we have the old senior guys with the experience. No, but it was brilliant. It was brilliant. I loved the whole episode. I rewatched it once before I did a review here, and it's so good. And I'm actually surprised how good Peter was, though. Yeah, he was very good. He might win? I don't think so. So, okay. So, giving all that said, I think, though, and this is obviously from watching so many other animes, I've seen like, 1,000 animes, right? And played games or whatever, so it does feel they're gonna lose, right? In many aspects, right? Because it's just kind of hard for the main characters or the main character to win the first tournament, right? It's just, and this is not like, I don't think this is a spoiler. I mean, yeah, it's a spoiler, but it's just a general thing. Watch any shonen anime where they have tournaments all the time, right? And how often do the main characters actually win? I only had like one in my head now to win the first tournament. It was almost every shonen anime, they lose the first, maybe even the second tournament. And it takes them a while to win, right? Because, and it has so many reasons why, but the obvious reason is if they win the first tournament, then what's the point, right? Yeah. Especially, I think, in animes where it's like, this is the world championship. He at least, right at the start, they could win this tournament because it's like, well, we become famous here, but it's like winning an idol show. You're still not the greatest singer in the world, potentially, yeah. You're just like the best of this tournament. So I could see them winning this thing in that sense, but still though, right? If the main character wins the first tournament, usually the tournament is like, who's the strongest fighter in the world? They have really high tournaments, right, sometimes. It's kind of hard seeing them win, because like, well, then they're really the best one. And even if it's just like, oh, it's a school tournament, you win the tournament, you're the best at your school, and then that the main character is stronger than every other character that usually is around them, which is the rivals and so on, and then that doesn't really make any sense because they've already been the best, right? So sure, if it's the last episode you can win, but this is episode 8, so I think that has taken in mind, in consideration. I know it's a little like meta thinking about it, but yeah, I have a very hard time seeing them win, right? I think they're gonna get to the final probably, and probably meet her in the final, right? I'm gonna face her in the final battle, or maybe even earlier, maybe Peter and so on. But I think in general, right, they're gonna get to like semi-final or final. That's probably my guess. It's very, very anime guess, very like based on just having seen a lot of animes, but it just makes sense. And I think that if you look at the chart, I put the chart here of the tournament. If you look at the tournament chart, you can see that Angela, right, and of course the characters, our girls, they are on the opposite, right, of the tournament arc, which of course means that they can actually meet her in the final, right? So they're gonna obviously meet Pietro and then probably beat him, and then of course Angela's gonna crush her opponents, right? They're the stalker girl, and then she's probably gonna face Mermaid Sisters, sexy trap girls, yeah, gals, yeah, gonna face them. They're freaking trap, yeah, I love it, but they probably face her in the final, right? We see the tournament here, they're on the opposite side. Angela can easily face them in the final, and that's very important because yeah, if they were of course close to each other, I think my general point is that if when they face Angela, I think they're gonna lose. Right? So if Angela was the next opponent, like if she was with Beatrice, for example, or Fire Brothers, whatever, yeah, then they would probably lose, right? So I think it's a very typical, I have to say, anime tournament structure where the girls can beat every other opponent, get into the final, face the rival, which is finally his like, I hate you guys, and then they probably lose, right? That I think is pretty obvious, unfortunately. Would I like them to win? Maybe. But the thing is that, yes, if they win this tournament, they are not automatically the best singer. They can go and fight Crystal or whatever. They go and like, become bigger and stronger and more famous, whatever. And then other people, the DJ and so on, yeah, they have other people to like become more famous than. But the problem is that, I want to say it, she is obviously their main rival. Yeah, she's obviously their like the personal rival. Maybe not the best singer. Maybe not, she's not the biggest star either. But she's very, very portrayed as their like, head-butting rival character. And if you defeat her already the first time they meet her, it would be kind of weird, right? Like where we go after that? But she would be kind of like whatever. So yeah, I think definitely she's gonna win in the final against them. That would be all my money is on that. Angela facing Kenton in the final, she's gonna win, and after that they're gonna be still pretty famous because they get to the finals and then go second place, and she's gonna be propelled even more with her data-driven stuff. And then eventually they will beat her later, right? Maybe episode 20 plus something. Yeah, they will beat her way later. I think it's too early for that, and I think that she's gonna go and become the biggest star of the planet, basically, right? And then they beat her. Also, yeah, if they beat her now too, she's not as famous yet. She's bigger than them, but she's not the biggest star yet either. So if they defeat her now, they will make her, learn her error of her mistake, I guess. But it's too early, I think, for that too. She hasn't gotten that fame yet. She needs to be taken down from that fame. So I think that also a big reason for it. So I think in that sense, though, I won't say it's predictable, but I think it's like anime tournament predictable in that sense. Because narration-wise, that has to happen more or less. Whereas I'd be very confused if they defeat her. It would be very confusing. I can see them losing to Pietro, I guess, as well, though. Probably won't happen, but I could see it happen. Maybe a little bit, but no, probably her. But again, I think it's more likely that they even lose to him than beating her. Because beating her right now is just too early, right? I think that's my point on it. Beating her in general would be too early. Them winning this thing wouldn't be... If she wasn't part of this tournament, then I could see them winning. Yeah, if she wasn't part, they probably would have won. But as long as she's there, I don't think they can win, because it would just be weird. Especially, as I talked about last week, I really want to see her become famous too, right? I was in Angela getting her fame, and then, of course, after being really famous, losing to Carole and Tuesday in a big, grand way, and then being like, God damn it, I went for this data formula and it didn't work, yeah, in the deep down end, right? And I think that this episode here also shows that, which is like, I hate you guys, because they are doing what she wants to do, right? They are doing the freedom thing that she wants to do. They are doing the music that her dream is to do, like her, you should sing your own music and so on. And she's obviously jealous of them. She's famous than them, bigger than them, but she actually wants to do the music they are doing, right? But as long as she's gonna beat them with her music, the data music, she's gonna be like, well, I'm winning, so I guess I'm doing the right thing, right? But eventually they're gonna defeat her, and then she'll be like, oh no, I have to change my life, yeah. That is my guess to happen with her storyline, and it happens already here, episode 9 or maybe 10 or so. Yeah, I think it would be too early. So again, I think she's definitely that's what I think on Tournament Arc. But yeah, so I'm excited to see it. I mean, Peter was really good. Like, he was really good. I love the whole dance thing and everything. So maybe there must be some good performance too. And also, if they show every battle, he has to have his own new song and dance, like next episode against Carole and Tuesday, and it has to do at least 2-3 performances. So you might see a couple of characters. Really interesting, actually, yeah. So interesting tournament music arc, yeah. Very cool, and happy that the rivals are finally meeting. But also that they have the stalker story. It's important that we also have that lover stalker guys like, yeah, Tuesday? Yeah. You also have that typical like weirdo that's like, yeah, let me touch you, best famous memories character. So they have all that going for them, right? And also that, yeah, the casual kind of in the middle guy as well. So yeah, everything very, very good. Talented episode. Hope that review you guys, subscribe button, all the good stuff, Twitter, Discord, and so on. And I'll see you guys today with Sanmai, of course, yaoi, my boys, and also Karakuri Circus to go into space or something, which is just a weird anime. People are dying. Yeah, this is dying all the time. It's like a trap deaths in every episode. It's like, I don't know, should I care? It's like good anime, maybe sometimes. Anyways, have a good day, and I'll see you.